Okay, I'm here with Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene. You don't really need an introduction, but I think we need to talk about the obvious balloon in the room here. Tell us what you're doing with this balloon.
It's just a white balloon, everybody. Joe Biden's not afraid of balloons. As a matter of fact, he allowed the Chinese to bring a spy balloon across the United States last week. It's really interesting. I think everyone should know that the Pentagon, the Department of Defense, the President of the United States knew China was bringing a spy balloon towards our country on January 28th. Then they allowed it to enter our airspace. They allowed it to traverse the entire United States, spy on multiple military bases with critical infrastructure, gather as much intel as they needed until it left the country, and then they shot down the spy balloon. So, everybody's talking about the economy today, but let me tell you what the American people are talking about. They're talking about the Chinese spy balloon and the fact that our president did nothing about it. But it's even more concerning because it's not just our president, our Pentagon, our Department of Defense, they did nothing about it either. So I think Americans are right when they're telling me, Marjorie, we're terrified over what happened. The president completely failed us. And I totally agree with them. I think this is the number one thing we should be talking about.
A lot of people are saying this balloon was like the Sputnik moment for the American people and realizing that China is actually an adversary to the country. What tone do you want to see Biden take on China?
He should be, well, let's be real. What tone can Biden take on China? He's owned by China. We know about Hunter Biden. We know about his business dealings. We know it involved Joe's positions of power, going back to the vice president. Who knows what's happened since he's been president? Clearly there's something because he didn't shoot down the spy balloon. What Joe Biden should be doing is apologizing to America this week and telling Americans that he'll take a tough stance on China, because China is going to take a tough stance on the United States. Never forget what they tell us. They want to be the #1 world superpower, not only economically, but militarily. And they are building the fastest growing military force in world history, not in current times, in world history. And they just sent a little spy balloon across the U.S. just last week, right before Joe Biden's State of the Union. They knew exactly what they were doing.